And members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right. Follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What are you, nuts? 85% of the people do not know how to get out of the market. They lose money because they don't know when to get out. I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I solved that with my Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to get out. It tells you when to get in, tells you when to add, not to add. Specifically, when do I get out? It tells you that. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Get your 10-day free trial of my Pro 2 color-coded chart and a membership. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1 percentile? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
The economic data is very good. So you're seeing some parts of it atrophy, but overall, yes, the consumer's been resistant in certain areas. The economy's been a little resistant. Can't argue that.
The economy's good. It doesn't matter, A, what the Fed does, because the economy's going to withstand whatever they do. And they may not have to do as much because inflation's coming down more than meets the eye.
The U.S. economy right now is doing quite well. Consumers have a lot of money. They're spending it. Jobs are plentiful.
The U.S. economy is stronger than what we previously thought.
Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie. That's a lot of nuts!
Boy, is that a lot of nuts. They're afraid to tell the truth. That's their problem. They do that with everything. Our Congress, they never tell us the truth. You think we're going to be so lucky that Wall Street's going to tell us the truth? The fake business network's going to tell us the truth? They don't want you to know the truth. And that's why anybody who just sits there and buys stocks blindly from brokers, and they put you in these stocks, and you think, oh, they must know what they're doing. Are you nuts? I explained yesterday. This business flipped you upside down when they went to discount brokerage. That was the end for the 401k people. That was the end of anybody who was sitting in the market trying to invest and don't know what the hell they're doing. Before the discount brokerage, you got great service. I told you yesterday, you would get a commission, a broker would get a $400, $200 to $400 commission when he put you into a stock. And he split that with the company. They all made money. When they went to a discount brokerage system where it only costs $5, that's all they get is $5 or $10. That's when they started to buy their own stocks, the companies, and then they marked them up to you. So you're buying stocks wholesale. You're buying stocks retail you're buying retail. They said, yes. He's like going to Sears, getting a suit for $400. So you know what? I'm going to buy that suit for $400, go out in front of the store, and I'm going to put it up for $800, and I'm going to get rich. You can't keep buying stocks that are overvalued. You can't buy a stock retail and think you're going to make money. I mean, listen to what they're saying. Everything's fine. No, it's not fine. No, it's not fine. Our earnings for the fourth quarter is at a 20-year low, dropped 5%. That's amazing. And let's talk about our national debt. Nobody wants to talk about that. There is a great consequence when our national debt to GDP ratio exceeds 73%. When our debt to our GDP growth, that ratio exceeds 73%. It shouldn't exceed that. Today, we're not at 73%. Our debt to our economic growth is 97%. You know what our run rate is for the next 5 years? 113%. Do you know what the consequences? And I hear these gangsters telling you everything's fine. You better not be buying stocks retail and trying to sell it retail. You better not be doing buy and hold, which is the dumbest thing of all. That buy and hold gets me. I get so grumpy with this buy and hold. Goes against everything we've learned in this business. Everything. Risk management. Goes against risk management. But let's get back to what's important. Debt to GDP ratio. They don't want to tell you about this. The last thing they would tell you about. Now, here's the problem. Our Congress, here's the consequences. Our Congress had to keep borrowing money to fund our national debt. So when you have a ratio that exceeds 73% and we're at 97%, our Congress has to keep borrowing more and more money to fund our national debt. Yellen, our Treasury, needs to keep offering higher rates. That's right, to raise money. So what they do is they start competing with the savings at the banks. So they start competing with the banks. They elbow them out the way. In other words, what happens is Treasury has to keep raising money. They got to keep selling treasuries. They don't want you to put your money in the bank. They want you to give them the money. Buy treasuries. So to incentivize savers to shift their money from the bank to treasuries, right now, you can get a 6-month treasury, get 5.09%. That's for a treasury. The best you can do at the bank, let's say for 12 months, you get 3.4%. So who's going to put their money in the bank at 3.4%? When they get 5.09% for 6 months. What are you, nuts? And here's the problem. And that's why this economy can't grow. This is why the stock market's going to go lower. I've been telling you that over and over and over. There's little savings in our banks because everybody's buying treasuries. Now that is killing our economy. That's why our economy's not growing. That's why in 2022, think of this, our economy grew 1%. 1%. What are you, nuts? 1% growth in our economy. Our inflation, 6%. 2022. Oh, but they're telling everything's fine. Everything's good. Are you nuts? When there's little savings at the bank, it hurts our economic growth, hurts our jobs, hurts our small businesses. It's the backbone of our country because they're the backbone of our jobs, of our employment. So businesses stop borrowing for, business investment. Small businesses always go to the bank, get a line of credit to use for investment. to plow into their company, to buy new machinery, new equipment, whatever they got to do to increase productivity, to increase sales, to increase wages. And it's a winner all the way around, because when he goes to the bank, borrows the money at a reasonable rate, buys new equipment, new machinery, he's producing more, companies making more, people get higher wages, they're making more, they're saving more, they're consuming more, and our economy grows. It's just the opposite. So how can they say everything's fine? How can they say that?
The economy's good. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Economy's good? Are you kidding me? And here's the liar of all liars.
The U.S. economy right now is doing quite well.
Jamie Dimon, are you kidding me? So think about it. Why would anybody put their money in the bank at 3.4% for a year when for 6 months you get 5%? So when you have little savings at the bank, our economy can't grow. That's our economy. Our GDP has been terrible. You want to have an economy that's at 5% constant, just like Ronald Reagan, 5%. Under 5%, you're screwed. So rates right now are too high at the bank. So small businesses aren't starting. Existing businesses aren't expanding. That means people aren't getting hired. People are getting laid off, and they're trying to tell us things are good? What are you, nuts? Join my gang, free, for 10 days. Also, remember, this Saturday,
Want more information on the show? 3. Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Phil's gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this, but it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
philsgang.com. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The internals of the market improved greatly on the rally in January.
Yeah, they improved greatly, all right. Unbelievable. Let's talk about January internals. It's unbelievable she would even lie like that. That's when we got the numbers for our earnings. Down to a 20-year low, 5%. That's horrible, horrible. Manufacturing, a 20-year low. Matter of fact, manufacturing is so bad right now, and I mean, it's terrible. It's at a 14-year low. But here's the thing you really got to watch. It's a Philly Fed report that came out. That's a disaster. In January, okay, it dropped 8.9%. So they thought it was going to go up in February. No. Want to hear about an internal? February, it dropped 29 to 29 from 8.9. What are you, nuts? I'll give you another internal. CBO, GDP. They came out and said the fake business networks were telling us it's going to be 2.2%. We just got the numbers. The CBO just came out with not 2.2%, not 2%, not 1%. How about 0.1, like 0.1%? I don't know where she's getting her information from. Refis have dropped 13%. Existing home sales are down 4-year low. Applications are at a 20-year low, 28-year low. It's unbelievable. And by the way, we've been starting to short our bank stocks. Remember, we shorted our gold stocks after we caught a big rally on them. Then we shorted them. And then we caught a big rally on all those tech stocks. We started buying those in October, but we really bought most of them in November, and then a slew of them in January. And our average on those we're up about 35%. But now we turned around and we're selling them short. The economy, remember, this market can't hold. You want to talk about internals? This market can't hold. I'll give you an internal. We're paying for our defense of this country. $880 billion. That's what we have budgeted for our defense. The interest on our debt, national debt, is $475 billion. In just 5 years, the interest on our debt will be more than we pay for our defense. So in 5 years, we're not going to be at $474 billion. We're going to be at $880 billion. There's one for you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Trade deficits, I gave you that one. It's terrible. Look, we're having a webinar Saturday. Now, you don't have to be there. It's online, number one. Number two, if you can't make it online, we have it online for you for 2 weeks. You got to stop listening to these people. You got to stop listening to these people. I really want you to come to it. It's only $75, for God's sake. All you need is get one good thing out of it, like how to short a stock. How to short a stock. What people, nobody, when I went over this number, and it was during the break, I said to myself, nobody understands what I'm talking about. We have an excessive debt to GDP ratio. It just went over everybody's head. 73%. Do you know what that means? That's why when they said our economic growth is going to be 2.2%, it dropped to 0.1%. So let me tell you why it dropped. Because the debt to our economic growth, the ratio, is over 73%. It's at 97%. And then they're saying in 5 years we're going to be at 113%. That kills our economy, our growth. And that's why I went from 2.2% to 0.1%. Now, you're not going to know how to invest. They'll tell you to buy and hold. How many times did they tell you to buy in a dip? How'd that work out? But I'm telling you, this webinar that you will have for 2 weeks, just go to my store, go to my homepage, philsgang.com, go to the gift shop, sign up, $75, and not only are you going to learn how to execute stocks, especially with our Pro 2 color-coded chart, tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell, but you're going to learn how to sell short. But you're going to learn how the market works. See, most people don't know how the market works, and they don't know how the market is connected to the economy. They have no clue. They have no clue. Every time there's an event like our CPI and our PPI, that means our inflation is still up 14% since Biden's inaugural. Still up 14%. That means that the Fed, Powell, has to keep raising the short-term Fed rate that he held at 0 for 13 years. He's got to raise that. And it went from 0 to 4.75. He's got to raise that. It's going to go to 5, then to 5.25, then 5.50, 5.60. He has no choice. He's got to keep raising that. That kills you. Because when he raises that, what happens next? The 10-year Treasury yield goes up. What happens next? The stock market starts falling. What happens next? You're going to start executing shorts because you're going to come to my webinar on Friday. You're going to have it for 2 weeks. And the next time this market starts going down, you're already going to be selling short. And journals are good. Retail up 3%. 7% of that 3% were restaurants and bars. And that's all that's doing business is restaurants and bars. And where's the money coming from? In the last quarter, the last quarter of 2022, debt increased $394 billion. What are they doing with all that money? They're going to bars and restaurants. And guess what? Businesses aren't borrowing money.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The economic data is very good.
The internals of the market improved.
But Treasury Secretary Yellen told us that the world was slightly better than we expected. Right.
Really? No, that doesn't make any sense to me, because I'm looking at the real deal. What's going on? They're not going to tell you what's going on. See, that's why you should join my gang for 10 days. It's free, because you're going to learn not just how to, buy this stock, get in here, sell it. You're going to understand why. How the bond market's affecting the stock market. How the internals are affecting the stock market. So let's go back to, let's think about this here, the NASDAQ, okay? But before that, they're saying the internals are good, really? Remember I told you about Biden's American Rescue Plan, the worst thing that he ever did. Worst for this country. He killed this country. Because of that, it caused a reduction. All that inflation, all that money printing caused a reduction in the purchasing power of every dollar you have. That also causes your income, if you make $40,000, $500,000, $300,000, it erodes. So you got two things going. He caused your income to erode. He caused the purchasing power of each dollar to erode. That is a one hell of a lethal combination. And it's the single biggest contribution to what we have now, a 40-year high inflation. I don't know the internals they're looking at. And who suffered the most? The very people they say, when they put out the American Rescue Plan, they're going to help low and middle income households. They screwed them so good, it was unbelievable. The NASDAQ led the market for 13 years. And again, these are reasons why you should join my gang for 10 days, free. Just go to my website and come to the webinar on February 25th. That's this Saturday. Just go to my gift shop, sign up for it, because you're going to learn a hell of a lot. So the NASDAQ's been leading this market for 13 years. Why is that? Because interest rates are at zero. Now, the market dropped 38% starting in November of 2021, and then continued through January 2022, went down 38%. And for 1 year, it can't claw back that 38% loss. It can't claw it back. So the internals are good. When the other two crashes, 2018, 2020, one clawed back its 31% loss in 16 weeks, and the other one clawed back its losses in 5 weeks. This has been a year. They still can't claw back their losses. And the other two, not only did they claw back their losses, one continued up for 54%, and the other one had a rally of 123%. So internals are good. So we're up an anemic 19%. That's it. But it gets worse than that. It gets worse than that. So we don't have zero rates any longer. And think about this, the reason why this all happened, all this inflation. Biden, to please AOC and her New Green Socialists, or New Green Deal Socialists, that party that now is in control of the left wing of the Democratic Party that put Biden into the Oval Office, had Biden, the first day in office, cut oil production by 71%. Imagine that. First day in office, these crazies told Biden, we got you in office, we're socialists, we got this new Green Deal, we need you to cut Alaska, California, Wyoming, Louisiana, and Utah, get rid of all the leases. That's going to reduce our oil production from those states by 71%, and we'll go out and buy oil on the outside. And that's why you saw prices go up, gasoline up 45%. Don't have to go over the numbers, you know them. As a consequence of Biden shutting down that 71% of our oil production to show support for AOC and her new green energy leftist Marxist group, gasoline went up 45%. And then all these high energy prices created high inflation. Now remember, that was attributed to energy uncertainty. So all the high energy prices, high inflation was attributed to the energy uncertainty of what Biden did. And also what attributed to it, remember, was supply chain issues and the demand. Remember, everybody was trying to buy stuff, but nobody was making stuff. So prices went through there. So all this demand. So between the supply chain issues, the demand that came from, and Biden's Democrat governors keeping the economy shut down, he decides to do the American Rescue Plan. The largest, most aggressive social programs ever, causing Biden's historic deficit. I mean, I forgot what it was, 2.1 trillion, but he created a historic, we never had a deficit that high. So China financed the deficit, and then when it was due, we had to buy those bonds back. We had no money, we're broke, so we printed and bought the bonds back, and inflation went through the roof. So we bought those back by printing money, trillions of dollars. Now, what did that do? It caused a reduction in the purchasing power of your dollars, in turn caused your income, whether you make $40, $50, $60, $100,000, $200,000 to erode. That's a lethal combination, those two. That's the last thing a country wants. Income erosion. Are you kidding me? And their reduction, their value of their currency goes down? What are you, nuts? How are you going to get out of that? That's why the market's not going to go back up. It's going to go down. The only way they can move this market up is they go back to zero rates or start cutting rates. They're not going to do that. And I told you at the beginning of the show, there are great consequences when now, here we are, we need money. We need to keep financing this stuff with China, our deficits. And every time we sell them bonds to finance our deficits, they're due. We got to go buy them back, and we have to keep printing money to buy them back, and that's massive inflation. And so now we're offering, the government is now the enemy of the free market system because our government is saying we're going to compete with the banks. We're going to offer you 5% on treasuries for 6 months. The best the bank can do for 12 months is 3.4%. So what happens? You can't grow an economy like that because all the money's coming out of the banks, going to the treasuries, and what little money that's left at the banks, like anything else, they move the price up. That means startup businesses are dead. And that's where we get, that's the power of our country, right there, startup business. And housing, remember, housing is that's our economy. That's all we do is housing. Remember, it was back in the 70s we decided to get rid of our industrial, our manufacturing, and switch to an economy, a finance economy, so we could just build houses. So let me tell you what the banks are going to do with these houses, what their plan is. You're not going to believe this. And if you bought a house in the last 2 years, buckle up. That's all I got to say about that.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days, philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color code chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Now, on February 25th, we're going to be doing our webinar. It's going to be archived for 2 weeks. So if you can't make it from noon to 3 this Saturday, February 25th, that's fine because it's archived. But you're going to learn, of course, how to sell short a stock. You need to know that. How to execute a stock, when to add to, all these things you need. But you're also going to understand how the market works so you know when to buy a stock, not just the stock, what group you should buy. 99% of people have no idea what group they should buy. Give me an example. How many people know when the consumer is strong or the consumer is weak? 99.9% of people don't know. Well, these are things you're going to learn. When they tell you, boy, the consumer's strong, they're spending more than they make. All you have to do is go look. You can prove if the consumer's strong or not. He's strong when he's spending, or the sales is outpacing the price increases. So you have your price increases going up, and if he's spending or the sales are outpacing the prices that are going up, he's very strong. He's weak when it's just the opposite. He's underperforming. These are the little things you're going to learn. You are, and you're going to learn how to sell short. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, and by the way, go to my website, philsgang.com, go to the gift shop to sign up. And also, while you're there, why don't you join the gang? 10 days free. Now, here's what they're not going to tell you. People think the banking system is like independent, like an independent business. No, it's not. That's the only thing that is like our Social Security is socialism, right? We know that. Our banks are socialism. Who controls the banks? The gangsters, our owners. The very bad people. The ones that control everything. They control everything. Like George Carlin used to say, right? They control everything.
You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate.
You get it. I'm running out of time. Here's what they're going to do. Remember, in 2020, during that COVID, in 24 months, home prices went up 40%. Some places like Sarasota, more than that, 80%, 100%. In that 2-year time period when interest rates were so low, people went nuts and bought homes. This is very, very, now remember, our banks, our housing is the economy. When we started to outsource our manufacturing, give our manufacturing to China, and we're going to just go into the housing business. Because remember, it's just not building the house. There's all kinds of industries that are attached to housing, mortgage, road construction, utility construction, on and on and on. Well, the banks make a fortune in, of course, funding your home and refis. Now, what the banks are going to do, they got to destroy, remember what the banks are, they're bubble makers. They're going to destroy the price of your home on purpose. They're going to destroy that price, and they're doing it already. Try to go get a loan now on a house. What's happening? A friend of mine, I talked to him this afternoon around lunchtime, and this guy's got a credit score of about 780. He's having a hell of a time. They're tightening everything up. Why? Because they want to crush the housing prices so they can continue. They're so wealthy, these banks. Okay? And remember who controls all these banks, the very, very wealthy. They can afford to destroy the housing market to create another bubble to the upside. They did that before. We saw that happen the last time. They're bubble creators. So what they're going to do, they're going to make it so hard for you to buy a home. The home prices are going to tank. I told you that a year ago. I don't know if you remember. A year ago I said to you, if you bought a house in the last 2 years, and it's on the market, take a hit right now and get out. It's too late. Too late now. So what they're going to do is destroy the housing market by tightening credit, tightening loan application. You can't get a loan. It's going to be unbelievable. Look at the interest rates. We're up what, 6.2%? 6.2%, and now, of course, applications are at a 28-year low. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to destroy your value in your home, and they're going to create the biggest housing crash. And that's why I started with my gang, I think it was last week, where we started getting prepared when we're starting to short banks. We're starting to short banks. We started to short the builders, I think about 3 weeks ago. And remember, the builders, we used to get emails where people say, how come the builder stocks aren't going down? All this terrible news. Because it takes time. It takes time for the builder stocks to go down. And same thing with the bank stocks. If they are heavily institutionally owned, big institution money's in there. And the big institutions, remember, they represent like the union in California, like the let's say bricklayer union, and the city of L.A., the workers, and huge. They control all that. So what they do is they got to make sure the market doesn't go down. They got to get these people out first. So we kept getting emails from my gang. I said, look, be patient. We're going to short the builders. We bought the golds when nobody wanted them, and then we shorted the golds. So look at the money we're making shorting golds right now, the gold mining stocks. We made a ton of money buying them when nobody wanted them, and then everybody was buying a dip. We turned around and shorted them. But it takes the housing market, it takes a long time. You can get all the bad news you want and think the stocks are going to drop. They don't, because they're too busy getting out their clients. It takes a long time. Same thing with the banks. They're all institution money. It takes a long time to get them out. And once they're out, they pull the bit. And that's why you're going to learn February 25th, this Saturday, how that works. And you're going to see why we've been shorting the banks right at the right time. We shorted the gold right at the right time. And everything's timing in life. And that's what you're going to learn. That's what you're going to learn. So your friendly banker is going to crush your house. You're going to lose on your house all those gains, whether you made 30%, 40%, gone. They are gone. I hate to bring you that bad news. And I feel terrible, I have to tell you that. I wasn't wrong last time. I'm not going to be wrong this time. And they're doing that so they can get really rich again. That's right. Really, because see, they can afford to take huge losses, because if they take real big losses, who comes in and picks up the losses? The government bails them out. They know that. So they're going to create a new bubble by destroying the housing market, and they destroy it really a lot. Well, guess what? The taxpayer's going to bail them out like we did the last time. And then they're going to make a fortune again, make another fortune. So please, come on February 25th. If you can't make it, it's archived for 2 weeks. Learn how to short the banking stocks with us. And they're just starting to drop. Matter of fact, we started out with, I think it was JP Morgan's, one of our first ones. We just started with, is it JP Morgan? I think so, JP Morgan. Yeah, look at that. So JP Morgan is now setting up what we call a lower high pattern. We did the same thing that with our gold, AU. We had a beautiful lower high pattern. Look at that. And it dropped from, when we started to short, it dropped from about $22 down to 17. 18%? 18%. And we did the same thing. We did the same thing with golds. We did the same thing with the tech stocks. We're just waiting. We wait for that pattern that comes to us, and then boom, it dropped. Here's one of ours right here that we shorted. Adobe had a beautiful sell pattern, lower highs. We had 3 of them. And it's a perfect short right now. Those are things you're going to learn. Look, nobody's there to help you. The fake business network's not there to help you. We are. So join our gang free for 10 days, no obligation. And then don't forget, go to my gift shop and sign up for the webinar, which is 2 solid weeks. It's archived, so you don't have to be there on February 25th. See you on the charts. That's all I got to say.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.